सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय हरि हरि बोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय।
गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वरा गुरु सच्चा परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वंदे गुरु पदं तमवान् मनसु गोचरं रत्न शुक्ला प्रभा मिश्रमदकयं त्रैपुरमज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानज्ञानशलाकयः चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोहिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणः मूर्तये नमः। ओम गजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननमगर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकतन्त्रम् उपास्महे। ओम जपाकुसुमसङ्काशं कस्य पेयमहायुतं कामोरिं सर्वपापघ्नं प्रणतोऽस्मि दिवाकरम्। अश्वत्थवजाय विद्महे पद्महस्ताय धीमहि तन्नः सूर्यः प्रचोदयात्। आदिदेवता प्रत्यादिदेवता सहिता सूर्यग्रहाय नमः। पात्या आर्घ्या आचमनीयन्तर्वा सकल आराधनी स्वच्छिता हर हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेवा तिन्नातुदी शिवनी पोற்றி नाथवर्गम இரவாய் போற்றி.
And we have the pallbearers who is going to carry. Who's Luke?
For the captain. Yeah. Name Shivaya, Om 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 Name Shivaya. Siva Sambho Agniya Paratamansya Aditya Purmana Didya Paradi Veda Varaha Kalpe वैवस्वतवन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमेकयुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे दक्षिण आफ्रिका खण्डे मेरो दक्षिणपार्श्वे केशामानगरे रायलन्ड् ग्रामे साहात्यस्मिन् व्यवकारिणी षष्ठ्या संवत्सरमध्ये पुरोति नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे श्रवणमासे कृष्णपक्षे गुरुवासारयुक्ताय सुवियोगः सुकन्या शिवमुहूर्ते गुरुकुल सकलविशिष्टाय अस्य वर्धनाय पुण्यसिद्धो अस्य देवदेव्यस्य महादेवाः वल्लभाम्बिका समेत विघ्नेश्वर स्वामी श्रीदेवी भूमिदेवी समेत श्रीमन्नारायणाः आत्मशान्ति पूज्य आत्मनाम्यः मलिका नाम्याः सैवसैर्य सौर्य अभिनिव्ये आयोगेश्वर्यः अभिवृत्य व्यापार लाभ कुशो लाभ सत्यचाः कनक दृष्टिः परम दृष्टि इष्ट दोष दृष्टिः पित्त दोष सकल दोषाः निवर्त्यर्थम् आचार्येण मध्यकरिषः विधि संवर्य महागणपते नमः अगुजानन पद्मार्कं गजानन कन्विषम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्त्र उपास्महे विघ्नराज गणेशानां शिवा रुद्र गजाननः मया रचितं कर्म निर्विघ्नं कुरु सर्वदा महागणपतये नमः वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गजाननं भूतागणाधिदेवं परिचरं उमासुशोकाविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरः पादपङ्कजं मूषिकारणं मूषकनस्ता कामनगरुणमिदं विगतसुत्रामरोमकेशवपुत्र विघ्नविनायका पावे नमस्ते गणपतये नमः तद्गणेशाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात् ओम नमो हिरण्यवर्णमुदा नमस्तर्वा संगारं निर्वाणं पद्ये नमः ओम गं सुमगाय नमः ओम एकदंडाय नमः ओम कपिलाय नमः ओम गजकर्णनाय नमः ओम लंबोदराय नमः ओम विकटाय नमः ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः ओम विनायकाय नमः ओम धूमकेतवे नमः ओम गणदक्षाय नमः ओम भानुचंद्राय नमः ओम गजाननाय नमः ओम धूपकर्णाय नमः ओम हेरम्बाय नमः ओम स्कंदपूर्वजाय नमः महागणपते नमः नानाविध परिमल मंत्रपुष्पाणि समर्पयामि धूमाग्रापयामि वरसतीरसोत्पन्नो गण्डाद्योदूकमुख्यमः आग्रिगस्सर्वदेवानां धूमोऽयं हरकृत्यतानां धूमाग्रापयामि ओम साव्यद्विवर्ति संयुक्तं वाणिनयोजितं मया ग्रहणमङ्गलं दीपं त्रैलोक्यादिविरापदः कर्पूरदीपं दर्शयामि पाद्याज्ञ आचमनीयत्वा सकलाराधनी स्वजीतम् ओम गं गणपतये नमः Dear Lord, our family has requested that the viewing will only be done after rituals has been conducted and after we place in and settle in whatever needs to be, the procedure that needs to be done after the box is open. So please give us a chance to put the garland for your many of them the way to look at the beautiful and just to give us a few minutes as we settle the procedure of the garland and stuff.
नागेश्वराय शिव नागेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय नागेश्वराय शिव नागेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव नागेश्वराय शिव नागेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव नागेश्वराय शिव नागेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय बागंबराय शिव बागंबरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय बागंबराय शिव बागंबरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव बागंबराय शिव बागंबरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः
शिवाय
கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கஜமுக குணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கலை நிறை கணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கஜமுக குணபதி சரணம் சரணம் கலை படை இணையடி சரணம் சரணம் சரவண பவகுக சரணம் சரணம் கலை படை இணையடி சரணம் சரணம் சரவண பவகுக சரணம் சரணம் சிலை மலையுடையவர் சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் சிலை மலையுடையவர் சரணம் சரணம் சிவ 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 சரணம் சரணம் உலை பரமொருவரை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிலை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உலை பரமொருவரை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிலை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிலை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் உமை சிலை அம்பிகை சரணம் சரணம் ஓம் திருச்சிதம்பரம் ஓம் திருச்சிதம்பரம் உலகநாபுர தோடகரியவர் நீலவுராணியர் நீர்மணிலேனியர் ஆரக சோழியர் அம்பலத்தாடுவார் மாரசீலம்பரி வாழ்விவாணடுவார் ஓம் திருச்சிதம்பரம்
Thunderbolt into the water, onto the shape,
शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो ॐ नमः शिवाय शिवाय 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 नमो शिवाय नमो हराय नमो शिवाय नमो हराय
எல்லோருக்கும் அன்புள்ள வணக்கம். My humble greetings to one and all. Public is now welcome to come and pay your last respects. So who did not view the face, please do. Nandri vanakkam. Dear loved ones, can we have silence as we are going to commence with bhajans and kirtans?
திருசி தம்பலம் ஓசை ஒளி எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே உலகுக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே ஓசை ஒளி எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே உலகுக்கு ஒருவனாய் நின்றாய் நீயே ஆசமர எல்லாம் ஆனாய் நீயே அலையான் மருகனாய் சிவபெருமானே எல்லார்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லார்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே உன்னையே நாங்கள் வேண்டி ஓற்றுமையான் உன்னையே நாங்கள் வேண்டி ஓற்றுமையான் உலக தெய்வமே நீயே வாவான் உலக தெய்வமே நீயே வாவான் சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லார்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே 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 எல்லார்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம் சிவபெருமானே அறியாத வாரணி ஆதரிப்பாயே அறியாத வாரணி ஆதரிப்பாயே ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் புரிவாயே ஆண்டவனே நீ அருள் புரிவாயே சிவபெருமானே சிவபெருமானே எல்லார்க்கும் நீ தெய்வம்
प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते 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 आदिमूल गणनाग गजानन अद्भुत कमल स्वरूपा आदिमूल गणनाग गजानन अद्भुत कमल स्वरूपा देवदेव जय विजय विनायक देवदेव जय विजय विनायक तन्मय पर शिवदेवा तन्मय पर शिवदेवा तन्मय पर शिवदेवा प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते 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 आदिमूल गणनाग गजानन अद्भुत कमल स्वरूपा आदिमूल गणनाग गजानन अद्भुत कमल स्वरूपा देवदेव जय विजय विनायक देवदेव जय विजय विनायक तन्मय पर शिवदेवा तन्मय पर शिवदेवा तन्मय पर शिवदेवा प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते 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 गणेशाय नमो जय जय गणेशाय नमो 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 प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो गणपते परिपूर्ण वाळवरुवाये प्रभो 205. அச்சமயவாகனே பிறவால சுப்பிரமணியனேவா பச்சைமயவாகனே பிறவால சுப்பிரமணியனேவா எங்க எத்தையெல்லாம் மேலே வைத்தேன் எல்லடமும் பயமில்லையே எங்க எத்தையெல்லாம் மேலே வைத்தேன் எல்லடமும் பயமில்லையே
So for those of you who come now, we will have a viewing post the formalities. The officiating priest, Sri Karan Gurukul, family and friends. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Deirdre Clemens. I'm married to the cousin of Maliga Gerard, and I think more the community knows my mum-in-law Neela and father-in-law Tony. Welcome. We gather here today with heavy hearts to honor and remember Maliga Nair. Maliga was the second daughter of Krishna and Dhanam Nair, sister to Punmani, Kubain and Diroshni, mum to Mishka and mum-in-law to Lufti. To the family, your strength and unity during this difficult time are truly inspiring. We are here to support you, to share in your grief, and to celebrate the life of someone so dear to us all. Your presence here, ladies and gentlemen, is testament to the love and respect we all have for Maliga and the Nair family. Today we come together not only to mourn the loss of Maliga, but also to celebrate her life, her achievements, and the countless memories she has left us with. Let us take this time to reflect on the joy, love, and laughter that Maliga brought to our lives. As we remember Maliga, let us also find comfort in each other, sharing stories, offering a shoulder to lean on, and simply being present for one another can provide solace during this time of sorrow. The proceedings for this morning's funeral, all the tributes are going to be done in the temple hall, and thereafter we will have a final viewing and go over to the crematorium where there will be no tributes or service. Maliga will be cremated directly. So initially I was asked about 3 days ago by the Roshni to pay tribute, and both my husband Gerard and I decided to pen down a tribute, and most of what I'm sharing today, Gerard didn't have the heart to come and share it himself, so this tribute that we're going to share is from the both of us. From the moment I met Maliga at the age of 18, her exuberance was unmistakable. Her laughter was infectious, her gestures grand, and her voice a melody that commanded attention. My husband, a cousin, beamed with pride whenever he introduced her, always highlighting her radiant beauty and a signature jazz dance flair. The arrival of Mishka, Maliga's precious daughter, was a blessing that brought new joy to the Nair family in Farm Road. Auntie Dhanam was utterly enchanted, often seen parading Mishka with pride, a testament to a grandmother's deep love. Our memories stretch back to the early 90s, when Gerard and I took over the takeaway adjacent to Uncle Krishna's tote. Those were simpler times, marked by Uncle Krishna's weekly visits, proudly showing Mishka off to staff, family, and friends, followed by Auntie Dhanam's anxious calls to Gerard to ensure that the baby was safe and that he needs to bring her home immediately. Maliga's affections for her cousins was profound, always expressed through heartfelt compliments, and endeared her to many. Her famous, and her cousins would know this, side plate or ashtray dance was a sight to behold, as she twirled an ashtray over her head, captivating us all with a vibrant spirit. In 1995, my family's move to Penland brought new chapters of celebration. Maliga and Mishka were integral to those joyous occasions, leaving lasting memories until they moved to Jeffreys Bay. To Saskia, my eldest daughter, Maliga embodied uniqueness, intelligence, and confidence. To Talia, my second one, she was such a joy. And to Kiara, describes her as a free spirit who always inspired her and chatted to her about surfing. Maliga's spirited nature shone brightly, family and friends, during emergencies, such as when she and Auntie Dhanam rushed Gerard one day from the takeaway because he was stabbed in the leg to Dr. Ranshaw's surgery. Assertive care ensured prompt attention, reflecting her fierce love for family. Not only did she throw a ton of turmeric on the wound, she literally threw a tantrum at the surgery for him to get immediate attention. Our shared secrets, like the first trip Gerard and I took to Durban in 1990, was a stopover in Port Elizabeth, Maliga and Lloyd borrowed a neighbor's car to fetch us. Gerard lost his ID in the trip, and she assisted us all day to sort out his ID. As well as it was on that trip, she revealed Mishka's impending arrival. These are cherished chapters of our bond. The Nair's family open door policy created a haven of hospitality, where Uncle Krishna's entertaining spirit and culinary prowess ensured a daily feast. The legendary chill room upstairs offered unforgettable experiences for many cousins that are present today. Maliga, our politician journalist, was a force of nature within the Nair family, a clan where kinship reigns supreme, an activist who stood proudly by her beliefs. For 36 years, I have witnessed the unbreakable bonds of this Nair family. Their unity is evident in every celebration and tribute and tribulation, a testament to the enduring power of family. Family, as Maliga knew well, is a cornerstone of life. It's essential that we, as siblings, relatives, cousins, remain connected and close, regardless of financial differences or challenges. Wealth without family is a hollow victory, for it's the shared experiences, the support in tough times, and the love that truly enriches our lives. Life's journey is not meant to be walked alone, and Maliga understood this deeply. Her spirit was interwoven with decades of cherished memories within our Nair family. This year, during a holiday in June, I was fortunate to engage with Maliga, both Gerard and I. Though they may not seem significant then, I now realize that those conversations were precious reminders of the fleeting nature of time. We must embrace every moment with our loved ones, make amends if we have wronged, nurture deep connections, and learn from one another as we strive for a brighter future. It's also important to honor the living. I would like to salute the Roshni, whose dedication and sacrifices for her sister during an illness would have made Auntie Dhanam and Uncle Krishna very proud. These acts, though they may seem like duty to some, were carried out with humility and love. In conclusion, family and friends, I leave you with this quote: "Family is forever, and wealth without family is utter poverty." Thank you. So let us continue to honor Maliga's memory by cherishing moments we shared and by keeping her spirit alive in our hearts. And to do this, our first tribute, it's my pleasure to call upon Lauren Sampson, who was Maliga's university friend and also resides in Jeffreys Bay. Lauren Sampson's wife, Therese, is godmother to Mishka. So it's over to Lauren Sampson.
Hi. I think I just need to start where you left off, because I know so many names of uncles and aunties and cousins, and I don't know any of you. But Maliga spoke so much about all of you. My vision of a home, like her dad, she always spoke about him and all his friends. And her mother's busy cooking, and her dad has this bunch of friends around him. And I don't know, they seem to like wander through the day and business gets done somewhere. But I almost had like a Godfather type image of this group of guys wandering around and somehow getting business done. But family, she spoke so much, and I know aunties and uncles and stories and stuff, and I don't know any of you. So family definitely meant a lot to her. You mentioned her dancing. I mean, Maliga was the last person on the dance floor. She was really famous for jazzing. She was really good at it. I mean, she closed many nightclubs and many parties, and you couldn't get Maliga to go home. And the big politician journalist thing. When I first thought about Maliga, I had a lot of fun thinking about Maliga presenting carte blanche. I mean, she'd be really good, right? I mean, she'd be excellent. Devi wouldn't have a job. I mean, she'd be unemployed for sure. And I think the Guptas would have been out of this country a long time ago. if Maliga had a way. So yeah, I'm Maliga's university friend, and I'm Taze's husband. And Taze and Maliga, of course, had a very special friendship. I think Taze was the first white girl running around Rylands in the 80s, jumping out of windows and going to the galaxy and stuff like that. But they were on a trip one day, somewhere going to Joburg or something, and the car had a puncture or whatever, and they ended up swimming in the pool at a hotel or something, and this guy came over to chat, and he was being a bit of a pest. And so Maliga said, we're waiting for our father, he's going to join us. And this guy said, are you two sisters? And they said, yeah. And I mean, they didn't realize that there's an Indian and a white girl yet. They said, yeah, we're sisters. And I think those are special bonds and friendships and so forth. So I'm Taze's husband, and then, of course, Maliga's friend. I think I met Maliga over two things. One is my dad's a teacher, so I was on medical aid, and I had an endless supply of Sinutab. And Maliga was always snorting and sniffing, and you could, Sinutab. And So Sinutab was our connection, and cooking. Because I think Maliga was the only Indian girl that could not cook. She couldn't even cook rice. She learned later, but in the beginning, so I could cook, and Maliga had food, but she couldn't cook, and Taze, and that's how we got to become friends, because I cooked for them, so I could eat for them. And that's how we became varsity friends. Maliga, being in Maliga's presence, I mean, I think that she was so present. She wanted to spend time with you, speak to you. The fact that you could focus her time on you and on that moment is such a special gift. I mean, so many of us, we sit here, but our minds are everywhere, and the phone is going off. Maliga would focus right there. And that was a very special gift she had as a friendship. And always asking, how's this one? How's that one? She really never spoke about herself or bragged about herself, except when it came to Mishka. I mean, I knew about your water polo and everything, even when you were in Cape Town. The one thing she would always brag about is you, Mishka. And when the two of you were out together, you were the most glamorous daughter and mother, for sure. It was difficult to decide who was the more beautiful one between the two of you. The other thing, Maliga could live in the present moment. Naveen, you and Maliga had the most beautiful way of parting and celebrating life. Not parting, celebrating life. There were no bounds. There was nothing. You were totally engrossed in this moment. You created occasions. You created occasions out of whatever, we were doing. And that was very special. When you guys would come and visit us in Jeffreys Bay, it was an occasion. When we came to visit you here, and that is very special. And I always admired that of the two of you, to have created occasions like that, out of seemingly a normal event. So Maliga had this dual side, She was this fiercely independent, young, modern woman. But then she was culturally and spiritually very Indian. She loved saris, and she could speak from these angels and Jesus and all the gods and whatever. She could mix up all the religions and speak and quote. And so she had these two sides to her, as much as you say surfing and all of this, and this very modern, independent, go-getter, firebrand person, but very rooted on the other hand in all good things and so forth. The first night I met Maliga was it was Graham House, and this was, those apartheid years and whatever. And it was a bunch of guys, and I came late, so I don't know how the conversation or the debate started, but by the time I came, only she was talking. People were just listening. And I sat and I looked. It was early in the year. It was the first time I saw her, and she was just going for it. She was just really reeling things off. And she never lost that. she kept that political consciousness, I think, whether it was Palestine or whatever the latest crisis was. She was fully versed and up to speed and so forth with it. So I'm glad there are many people going to pay tribute, because I think it's really important, you know. She was someone with so many sides to her. At the end, you know, I think Maliga threw us all into a washing machine and we were spun around until we didn't know what was right and wrong and left and right and so forth. But we need to decide now how we remember her. And I think that's a very important thing. What is the legacy she leaves behind? And how we remember her is your personal choice. And I think it's very much a reflection of who you are and what you want to see, you know, in the next person. So that was my dear friend Maliga. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren. Our next tribute is going to be by Ramula Patel. Ramula was Maliga's childhood friend. Over to Ramula. Is she here?
I'm sorry, I'm a bit emotional. So Lauren, let me explain to you how Maliga ended up in Grahamstown. As I go closer, okay. So there's a knock on the door at our house in College Road. Maliga had walked down from her parents' home. Maliga had decided she wanted to do journalism in Grahamstown, and Uncle Krish, like any good father at the time, said, "No, you're not leaving home." Maliga then realized, well, actually Romsing is in Grahamstown, and her brother Kanti and her mother let her go, so let me go and lobby for support. So she came down to me and said, can't he speak to Dad now? You know, you there, it's safe, you're okay. And that's how she ended up in Grahamstown, actually. And, you know, our friendship grew from there. We spent many years having lots of tea, either in your house here in Farm Road, Mish, or at my mum's house. Over years, naturally, it graduated to lots of glasses of wine as we grew older. But Maliga was, you know, she was such a special person. She was vibrant, she was energetic, she was such an activist, you know. I don't know how many of you know, but Maliga was a very active member of the Thornhill Residents Association. She was passionate about justice and fighting for what was right. She did that throughout her life. Lawrence already mentioned her pro-Palestine views long before October 7 ever happened. Maliga was out there in public, speaking out, speaking her truth, you know, and she was without fear or favor. She was fearless. I loved that about her, really I did. And you know, it's something that translated into her entire life. It translated into that passion, translated into the kind of daughter that she was. I mean, she was a beautiful daughter. She really was. I remember, look, Auntie Dunham, we all know, was taken way too early, right? But Uncle Krish was around for a while, and he was ill for so long. And Maliga and I could never go anywhere without Rams. Just wait, I need to call Dad. I don't know if he's taken his tablets. Has he eaten today? You know, twice a day, thrice a day, she would call, Dad, where are you? Are you out with your friends? Are you home? What are you doing? You know, she was always loving, always caring, always worried about him. She was, the kind of daughter anybody would dream of having. She was the best mom, Mish. She loved you. One of her best memories was you were young, right? So I would pull up there and she'd say, okay, come, let's get Mish out of the house. We'd strap Mish in the back seat. We were hardly out of the driveway, and Mish would say, Rams, where's the snacks? There's no snacks in this car. We'd have to stop somewhere for snacks, and then we ended up at Kirstenbosch once, and there was Mish. We were sitting we took her for a walk. We were sitting under the tree. Mish decided she's going to sing for us, right? She had a mother's beautiful voice, of course, and she was singing, American Pie. Remember that song, Mish? Mish was singing that song. And there comes a moment when you look at a mother and you can see the love and the pride in her face. And she's always had that for you. And I'll never forget the look on her face, Mish, when you were singing for us, because it was just such a joyful moment. We were all happy. We were all together, and that's all that mattered. And we all know Maliga. It's the life and joy of a party. Preggy will remember how she outsang him at my 50th birthday. She knew all the best songs, and she could sing in any language. It was beautiful. Maliga, I don't know, her life was too short. I miss her. I'm sorry. I'm always going to miss her. But if there's one thing I know, Mish, is that she's sitting with your grandparents now, having a cup of tea. They're having a catch-up. Mugs, my friend. Whatever your soul's journey is, may it be filled with love and light and beauty and kindness. May you live a life, may your next life be a life of purpose, because I know you have so much more to give. And whatever you do, my friend, make sure that you wait for me. Because this is not over. This is not over. I love you, my friend. I'll always love you. I promise I'm always going to be here for you, Mish. Take care, my friend. Go in peace. Go without pain. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Thank you so much, Ramula. The one thing I noticed about both Maliga's friends, no one needed to pin points, and it just goes to show the impact that Maliga had on her friends' lives, and how special she was. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. Before I call upon Mishka, who's Maliga's only daughter, to pay tribute to her mom, I would like to call Naveen Pillai, who asked me to read out some special thoughts and a poem of Maliga's. Naveen has been part of Maliga's life for over 30 years and has played a very pivotal role in raising Mishka. And I'd like to call upon Naveen to share his poem and his thoughts. And I'm here.
How do you condense knowing somebody for 30 years down to a few words? I'm going to try. Met Maliga 30 years ago, and we were kids. And she was a feisty, feisty spirit. We've had a long journey, and Mishka is my world. I raised her as my own. She will be mine forever. The one thing, well, I think, let me just start off by saying when I came to Cape Town 30 years ago, I was warned firstly by Maliga's mum that she's not a yes person. And so it wasn't an easy road getting into the Nair family, number one. I'd just like to read this poem. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou art, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade. When in eternal lines to time thou growest, so long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. It's a sonnet by Shakespeare, and the reason I read that out was my dad is a Shakespeare guy. And he used to always quote that, even with Maliga, and I think I'd like to read this Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He make me lie down in green pastures, he lead me beside still waters. He restored my soul, he lead me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepared a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That psalm is by David, and it had a profound effect on me 4 years ago. Maliga was always the firebrand, always the one that was outspoken, always the one fighting all these battles. And Psalm 23 took me on this journey where I think I picked up from her shoes. She was always a rebel. She was an icon. Her most captivating feature was her gorgeous smile and charm. That also coupled with her ability to get her own way. Tenacious, go-getter, passionate, and a fighter for the underdog, marginalized and indigent. She was a rebel and warrior for truth, peace, fairness, justice, and love from a very young age, and was an active freedom fighter who was a comrade who was shot at the age of 15 years old and survived the apartheid police massacre known as the Trojan horse killings of little children, as well as the brutal apartheid regime. Being awarded the Rhodes Scholarship allowed Maliga the opportunity to study journalism at Rhodes University and continued her activism until she was blessed with our precious pumpkin Mishka and meeting her lifelong friends Taze and Lauren. I met Maliga at the age of 24 when I was a final year student at the University of Durban-Westville. Through my friend at the time, Punmanini, her sister, and she was employed as an air hostess, cabin attendant for SAA, traveling the world, and ends up marrying an Indian boy from Chatsworth, as her mother would say. Maliga was very protective about introducing me to Mishka and put me on an initial test drive for 1 year before meeting Mishka. Despite me seeing her pictures in another 4-year test drive before I got introduced to her parents and asked me for a hand in marriage, which was quite controversial at the time, politics, but yeah, we had their blessings. Krishna Mame was loved by his children, was especially by Maliga, as she was at her dad's bedside from morning till late evenings for weeks, months, years. At the time, motivating and nursing her dad back to health, possibly 8-9 years at his side for the dialysis. Maliga was involved in the corporate world and ventured down many paths, including being the top real estate practitioner at Pam Golden Properties from 2003 to 2004. When she bought a brand new Polo, bought a house on the beach. We went overseas to go and see Diroshni in London. I didn't want to go initially, and then I said, right, I'm going. And then both of us were hijacked at gunpoint, which caused untold mental health stress, including PTSD, and consequences impacted our lives drastically, which, among other challenges, including the tragic death of her father in 2017, fighting for siblings, and fighting all the way. It would be amiss of me not to say that, because Maliga would have wanted me to say that, and I respect her and her wishes. Okay, I'm going to continue this. A lot of things contributed to our divorce in 2018. And Maliga moving to Jeffreys Bay to be taken care solely by Mishka, who fought valiantly and persistently for hours, days, weeks with the doctors and Hiroshni as well, for a mom's right to private hospital care until the very end. Mishka, you are truly your mother's child, beauty and brains. I pray that Maliga's soul rests in peace, and I promise you that, Maliga, I will do everything in my power to ensure that your dad's legacy and wishes is respected as per his intentions and bring closure to the Nair family. I know that Maliga's mom, Auntie Dhanam, is smiling from the heavens to be reunited with her special daughter and starseed that will always be with you, Mish. I brought a poem that Maliga wrote when she was in Jeffreys Bay. She just moved there after her mom passed. She couldn't handle it. And Mishka was young at the time. She got into surfing, and here's a poem by Maliga. Boys and their toys. The men here live to surf. How strange it is to observe that a man's entire mood and feel for the day is subject to the mood of the sea. Every day is a wonder about how well she's going to swell today. This majestic lady has these men begging at her every whim and fancy for just one dance for the day. Watch them line up to observe her every morning like hungry puppies, drooling and panting for some good waves. As she contemplates her day, they sit and wait for all her little favors to end in a good one. Does she please them today, or shall she dip them, begging just for a few days more? What will she wear for the day? Is it time to strut out in a beautiful dress and knock them dead? Give them the time of their lives, or will she just tease them, wearing something skimpy and building up to nothing at all? What determines this lady's mood? Is it the man riding the waves, or just the way she likes to play? There's just so much to say about Maliga. She was a very special person and will be loved forever. Thank you.
Okay, good stand here. Good stand. Should just read it.
It's okay. My mother was taken away from me very suddenly, so I did not have a chance to prepare anything. So I wrote this at 1 a.m. this morning. But every word means more to me than it will ever mean in any speech that I will say for the rest of my life. So I won't be very engaging, but I would like to read to you what I wrote for my mom. As you all know, she was the speech maker, and every speech that I made, I had my mother's assistance and always came out tops. All for me to not have her assistance for the hardest speech of my life. So, dear Mom, it's so hard to capture your character in a few words. I cannot give your life justice through this tribute. However, I will lead the rest of my life to fulfill the legacy you created and left. My mother lived for purpose. She understood that any life worth living is one that has purpose. Mom taught me to find my purpose in life and not to allow any barriers to stop me from achieving that. Hers was a true fight for everything that is pure, true, and right. Whether it means to stand alone in the fight or stand in front of the bullet, you stand strong until the end. She stood for equality, justice, human rights, and human dignity, a lesson we can all learn from. To me, my mother was and always will be the most gorgeous, eccentric, intelligent, and humble woman I know. Her beauty was radiant. It was a beauty that came from deep within. Although fierce and powerful, she was also calm, controlled, with luminous elegance. With a quiet voice, she could send an army to war. My mom was the showstopper of note, with a smile that could hypnotize you. All this purpose in her life could not be achieved without a real degree of humility. My mother achieved her purpose. She revolutionized me and my world. Now her purpose and her legacy will live on through me. You have my word, Mommy. I recall, through tough times, she never lost her joy for life. Even in the darkest times, she maintained a joyful spirit that sometimes came from music, her laughter, and on many occasions, a glass of wine. I know that my mother would want us here today to celebrate her life, not to worry about sickness or to mourn, but to celebrate her life and the impact that she made in the world. I am so grateful and privileged to be called your daughter, your one and only. I thank you for my upbringing, the values and morals you instilled within me, the unconditional love and care you showered me with, the rhythm you blessed me with on the dance floor. But most importantly, for teaching me that a life without an abundance of love is a life not worth living. Having you with me and us in Jeffreys Bay for the past couple of years was the greatest gift the universe has ever blessed me with. Our memories are unforgettable and engraved in my soul. I remember when I was 18 and I had introduced Lufti to my mother. I was so surprised because he was the only one she ever approved of. There were times over the years where I felt that the bond between Lufti and my mother was stronger than mine and hers. However, today, I am deeply grateful Lufti got to experience Mom's love and the maverick that she was and still is. I will never say goodbye, but I will wish you well on your new exciting journey. I love you so much from deep within my soul, and you will be terribly missed every second of my life.
Thank you, Mishka. Can I ask for all of you to please put your cell phones on silent or switch it off if you don't know how to do that, just in respect of all the tributes and the funeral service. Can I ask kindly you switch your cell phones off or put them on silent? Our last and final tribute is from Kumaran Nair. Kumaran is Maliga's cousin. Kumaran and Rakwal shared many evenings with Maliga visiting. I do know, and I was told by Maliga, that Kumaran was her favorite cousin, and I'd like to call upon Mr. Nair to share his many memories.
I'm going to speak from the heart. I'm not going to do this. Maliga was more than a cousin to me. Maliga was my sister, my little sister. The love that we had for each other was, I think, beyond just family. I'll tell you a little joke. When we used to go to clubs, like everybody said, we'd club a lot. And whenever we'd club, people would come up to me and say, "Is that your girlfriend?" And I say, "No, that's my little sister, so just be very careful." Maliga was very feisty. She was somebody that you could debate with for hours. And eventually you realize that you should stop debating because you're not going to win this argument. And I learned that at a very young age. I stopped debating with Maliga and I just accepted her and loved her for who she was. And I think maybe that's a lesson for all of us. Accept each other and love the person that you are engaging with for who they are and not try and change them. Maliga she had a massive heart. Besides being politician and a journalist and all the other things that everybody has said about her. She had a massive heart, and she would do anything for anybody. She was always there to help you, and that's the kind of bond we had. Whenever I was in need, I would speak to Maliga, and she'd help me. And whenever she was in need, she'd speak to me, and I'd help her. And that's how we were. With Maliga, the person that I grew up with and learned to love slowly disappeared later on in life, but the person I remember and love was a person that you could have long conversations with till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe till the next morning. And that's the kind of memories that I have of Maliga. And every minute was, she lived in the moment, and that moment was special to her. At the end, Maliga asked for me. Roshni called me and said, Maliga wants to see you. And I never got that chance to go and see Maliga. A daughter as well told me that. And I never got that chance to go and see Maliga. I'm so sorry that I did not have a chance to see her and say goodbye to her properly. You are my baby sister, and I love you dearly. And I am so sorry that I was not there for you at that moment. To Maliga's daughter and sister and brother, nobody can obviously help in this loss that you're experiencing right now, but know that Maliga is around you all the time, and she'll always be there. I'm going to finish this on a little bit of a happy note. The memory that's left with me, with Maliga, a happy memory, is a girl, when I was a young boy, is a girl who would go out and party and enjoy her life, enjoy every moment, and would be the last person on the floor. And we'd have to pay for many ashtrays, because she would do a dance with an ashtray, and that ashtray would end up on the floor, so we would have to pay for people's ashtrays in pubs. So that is the great memory that I think, I have of Maliga, always the life of the party. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumaran. So as we come to the close of the service, I want to take a moment to reflect on what we've all shared today. The words spoken about Maliga, our beloved cousin and friend, have been filled with love, warmth, and admiration. Each story, each memory has painted a picture of a life lived fully and with great passion. Maliga was, like Kumaran said, someone who brought light into every room she entered. Her laughter, her energy, her kindness, they were all contagious. Whether it was her famous dance moves, her deep conversations, or simply her presence, she definitely made an impact on all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we leave here today, let us carry forward her spirit. Let us remember the joy that she brought into our lives and strive to bring the same joy to others. Let us honor Maliga by staying connected, supporting each other, and keeping her memory alive in our hearts. Thank you all for being here today and to celebrate Maliga's life. Mishka has chosen two of her mom's favorite songs, which I will ask the gentleman at the sound box to play. And while they play these two songs, we could ask for those of you who have not viewed Maliga and paid your respects to come through and pay your respects. Thereafter, we would be going through to the crematorium. For those of you who are not going to the crematorium, lunch is going to be served here in the temple hall. And for those of you who are going to the crematorium, it's going to be a very short cremation service. And then you're all welcome to come back and have lunch with the family. Thank you very much. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, could we ask you to just please be silent?
There's no more. Do you want some? Can I give you from the kitchen? No, yeah, no. I gotta see if there is some water there.
Can I call upon the immediate family to say a final goodbye? Can you just...
They're gonna do the roses.
Can I ask, please, if you all could just, we could just have a few more minutes of silence. I'd just like to call upon the immediate family to say to put their roses in, and then Guru will take over for the exit.
Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo. Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya Namo. Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo. Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo. Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo. Hara 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 Haraya Namo. Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya 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 Namo.
नवऋषिभ्यो मन्त्रगतिभ्यो मन्त्रपतिभ्यो मामां ऋषियो मन्त्रगतो मन्त्रपतिं परादं वैश्यदेवीं वाजमुत्यासगं शिवमदुष्टुं जुष्टं देवीभ्यो शर्म मेत्यो शर्म पृथिवी शर्म विश्वा जगदे शर्म चन्द्रस्य सूर्यस्य शर्म ब्रह्म प्रजापदे भूतं वदिषे भुवनं वदिषे तेजो वदिषे यशो वदिषे तपोवतिषे ब्रह्मवतिषे तस्मा अगमिदमुपस्सरणमुपस्सरणमुपस्सरण मे प्रजाये पशूनां भूयातो प्राणापावनो मृत्योमापातं प्राणापावनो मा महिष्टं मधो मनिषे मधो जनिषे मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवद्दिशामि मधुवतेः देवीभ्यो वाजमुत्यासगं शुश्रूषेण्यां मनुषेभ्यस्तन्मा देव अवन्तु सौभाये पितरोण्डुमदन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः तच्चन्यो रावणीमहे गातुन्यज्ञाय गातुन्यज्ञपदये दैवीः स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जगत्तु भेषजं सन्नो अष्टद्विपदेः सञ्चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मुद्दिनेवी
Hare ஹர மகாதேவா எண்ணாத்தவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி.
ஓம் நமே சிவாய.
ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. ஓம் நம சிவாய. Namah Shivaya, Om 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 Namah Shivaya,
Great.
रामेश्वरा हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय शिव रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय नागेश्वराय शिव नागेश्वर